Good day, our lesson for today is all about husband and wife roles. At the end of this module, you will be able to acquire the concept of husband and wife roles, reflect on the importance of husband and wife roles in the family. Marriage marks the transition from singlehood to the married state. Upon marriage, a man and a woman are joined together as one. They are addressed as Mr. and Mrs., invited as one, regarded as one by relatives, friends, and society in general, and expected to act and think as one. In the eyes of the law, they are also one in applying for a loan, buying real estate, or drawing up of a business contract. Marriage creates a new network of relationships, not only between the spouses, but also between in-laws. So the following are the series of other statuses created by marriage. Una, father-in-law, then mother-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Number 7, balay or parents of the couple. Number 8, bilas, siblings of the couple or spouses of siblings. Let us proceed to the concept of rule. The concept of rule is used both within a structural functional framework and an interactional framework. Number 1, we have institutional or structural concept of rule. So it attaches societal expectations to statuses people occupy, such as status of husband or status of wife. Number 2, we have interactional framework. So from the word interaction, it is developed during the interaction process where one person adjusts his behavior and reactions to what he thinks the other person will do, according to Eschliman, 1997. Next, we have sequential statuses between a man and a woman. First, a man becomes a husband upon marriage. So, after ng kasal, maging husband na siya. Then, a father, pagkatapos ng manganak, yung kanyang misis. Then, a father-in-law, kapag ikinasal na yung kanyang anak. Then, a grandfather, kapag nanganak na yung kanyang anak. Then, a widower if he survives his wife after the death of his wife. Next ay sa babae, mula sa pagiging asawa hanggang sa maging nanay, hanggang sa maging mother-in-law, hanggang sa maging lola, hanggang sa maging balo in the case na kung sakaling maunang mamatay yung kanyang asawa. Next, let us proceed to traditional husband and wife roles. So, in traditional societies, the husband-wife roles follow the usual gender lines of specialization. So, tingnan natin dito between the wives and the husbands. So, ang isang asawa ay ang toka niya is sa domestic management. If we say domestic management, ito yung sa loob ng bahay, pagiging housekeeper, pagiging cook, tagalaba. Okay? We have seamstress, nursemaid. Sa lalaki naman, sa husband, sa livelihood naman siya, preoccupation, livelihood preoccupation. This is in traditional societies, okay? So, ang isang tatay naman is isang economic provider and head of the family. Head, hindi headache. Then let us take a look on the concept of rule differentiation formulated by Parsons and Bales. So a male, if we say male, he is responsible for the family's relationships with the outside world. Then in female, she is responsible for the family's internal needs. Then we have the concept of instrumental expressive rules formulated by Bales and Slater. So, men, it pertains sa, if we say masculinity, it pertains to men. Okay? So, have the instrumental character traits such as, pag sinabing lalaki, yan dapat ay competitive, confident, may logic, non-emotional. So, basically, men are not emotional, okay? But it doesn't mean na hindi sila umiiyak or hindi sila nasasaktan. Hindi lang sila showy when it comes to their emotions. So, they are believed to be natural and help them accomplish difficult tasks and goals. In feminine, if you say feminine, it pertains to women. So, they have uh, character traits such as warm, sensitive to the needs of other, and the ability to express tender feelings. So, ito naman yung sa women. And next is the difference between feminine and masculine styles of love according to Kanshan, 1997. So, sinabi niya, women, they prepare and tend to be more skilled than men in emotional expression and talking about feelings. So, when it comes to feelings, ang babae mas open yan kaysa sa lalaki. Ang babae madaling mabasa, yung kanyang kinikilos, lalo na sa kanyang feelings. They are more expressive. So, sa men naman, they prepare the instrumental and physical aspects of love, such as providing help and sharing activities, and of course, sa sex, men are more active. So, punta naman tayo dun sa papel ng isang asawang babae. So, from time to time, from generation to generation, nagbabago na or nag-iiba na din. Nagtatransform yung papel ng isang asawang babae. So, there's a noontime show or a show noon ni Maricel Soriano and Cesar Montano. This is entitled Kung Kaya ni Mister, Kaya ni Mrs. So, again, from that show, talagang ipinapakita noon na kung ano yung kayang gawin ng lalaki, kaya na din gawin ng babae. Tignan natin yung mga married women today. So, from yung transition from traditional to modern wife. Dati-dati, mga babae, pambahay lang. Ang papel lang nila sa loob lang ng bahay, tigalaba, tigasikaso ng mga bata, tigalinis ng bahay. So, but then ngayon, nagbabago na yan. Dahil nasa modern na tayo. So, nagiging breadwinner na din sila. Kung si husband walang asawa, or in the case na kung mas may pinag-aralan si babae, si lalaki hindi naman masyadong nakapagtapos, for example. So, si babae yung nagiging breadwinner. Yun na yung papel ng mga babae ngayon. Hindi na lang talaga pambahay. Mas madami na ding professional na mga kababaihan, mga asawa na babae. So, the wife may also pursue yung attain a high status for herself and the family for her success. So, they may also be fully committed to active political. Ayan, may mga kababaihan na din, active na din sa politika, sa civic and community service. So, in Philippine setting class, itong mga urban middle class Pilipina, hindi lang sila simpleng asawa, but then sila din ay katuwang ni husband sa paghahanap buhay, sa pag-provide ng pangangailangan ng family. So, many wives who are active in the religious, civic, political, and other community affairs. Then, sa partner to her husband, the Filipino wife is a co-manager and family. So, siya yung nangangalaga ng income ng pamilya. She is the manager of the family. Then, in the urban areas, many wives are employed in various government and private agencies as clerks, typists, supervisors, and managers. So they are highly educated wives, then self-employed as professionals, as in the case of physicians and the architects. Next, let us take a look doon sa kaibahan ng dual earner and dual career families. So sa dual earner, both si husband and wife ay may full-time jobs and both contribute to the household in money and in tasks. And pwedeng si wife ay may katuwang sa bahay, pwedeng kamag-anak niya, pwede niya maging katulong sa bahay as supplemental doon sa kanyang work doon sa kanilang bahay. So sa dual career family, both partners earn high wages and for intrinsic rewards. In Article 2, Section 4 of the 1987 Constitution, the state recognizes the role of women in nation building. So malaki yung papel ng kababaihan in nation building and shall ensure the fundamental equality before the law, women and men. So women and men are equal. We are created equal. Magkakaiba lang ng function. Okay? Magkakaiba lang ng pagkakagamitan, ng purpose. Then in Article 13, Section 14 of the 1987 Constitution, ito naman yung mga working women. Ito yung sinasad ng batas na ito. Ang Estado ang siyang magpuprotekta sa mga working women, providing safe and healthful working conditions. So wala dapat discrimination. Taking into account their maternal functions and such facilities and opportunities that will enhance their welfare and enable them to realize their full potential in the service of the nation. So mismong batas na yung nagsasabi yung equal opportunities for women. So wala dapat. So men and women are equal in what? So opportunities sa lahat ng ino-offer ng Estado. Kung ano yung benefit na mayroon sa mga kalalakihan, ganun din sa mga kababaihan. Maging sa work, halimbawa. So, men and women are equal according sa mga batas na ito. Next to that is the Republic Act number 6725. So, according sa batas na ito, it prohibits, pinagbabawalan ng mga boss, mga employers from discriminating against women employees. So with respect to terms and conditions of employment solely because of gender. So sa batas na ito, pinagbabawalan ang kahit na anumang mga amo, mga kumpanya na i-discriminate yung mga kababaihan. So, the law declares as unlawful the payment of a lesser compensation, including wage and fringe benefits. So, may karapatan, ang mga working women doon sa tamang sahod dapat. Okay? So, to a female employee as compared to the male. So, kung ano yung benefit ng mga kalalakihan sa trabaho, ganun din sa mga kababaihan, like in the Philippine National Police. So they are equal. So it also prohibits favoring male over a female employee on matters of promotion. So men and women are equal in promotions. Ano pa sa mga training opportunities and study or scholarship grants on account of gender. So, walang gender bias. Next to that is the Republic Act number 6972. So, this is an act establishing a daycare center in each of the country's 43,000 barangays, according to Tapalis 1997. So, this should help ease the problem of child care while the mother is at work. So, sa lahat ng barangay natin, mayroon tayong tinatawag na Child Development Center or Daycare Center. Ayan. So, ito yung batas na yon. Okay? Next is the Republic Act number 8187. Ito ay, it is also known as the Paternity Leave Act of 1996. So, ito ay nagbibigay ng pagkakataon sa mga kalalakihan na mag-file ng leave sa kanilang mga trabaho, mapa-public man yan or mapa-private. Yung paternity leave ay yung leave of absence na 7 days ay bayad yan dapat sa unang 4 na panganganak ni Mrs. Nanganak man or nakunan ay bayad dapat yung 7 days na leave of absence ng kanyang husband. So ito ay dinisenyo, it is designed to help ease the pressure on women upang tulungan ng mga kababaihan na iatang muna sa mga husband yung gawaing bahay, for example. Next, tignan naman natin yung papel ng isang husband. So, a Filipino husband, according to Hornsteiner selection, siya ay economic provider. So, ang isang lalaki, siya dapat yung provider ng pamilya. Siya dapat talagang nag-work. Okay? Because he is the head of the family. So, general handyman around the house. Ayan, kung may mga sirang gamit, symbolic household head, then representative of the family in the community. Now, class, meron na tayong tinatawag na house husband. Sabi ko kanina, from generation to generation, nagbabago, nandyan yung transition ng papel ng isang husband and wife. So ngayon, may acceptable norm na tayo sa ating society, which is, this is what we call house husband. So ibig sabihin, pag sinabing house husband, si Mrs. yung nagwo-work, si husband naman yung nasa bahay. Siya yung nagwo-work sa bahay. Siya yung in charge, sa domestic management. So baliktad na, And pwede ding both, give and take din. Pag nasa work si Mrs., si husband muna sa bahay. Then, but in the case na kung talagang wala namang work si husband talaga, so dito papasok yung concept of house husband. Siya lahat ang in charge sa loob ng pamamahay. Siya yung mag-assume lahat ng work ng doon within their household. Next, may mga factors naman kung bakit nagkaroon ng konsepto ng house husband. Una, the upsurge of women labor or workforce. So, dumami yung demands sa mga kababaihan to work internationally, lalo na. Hindi lang dito sa bansa. Then, the vanishing supply of housemaids. Yan, dumami. So, sa ibang bansa ay nagdidiman sila ng madaming DH. So, mostly Pilipino yung kanilang kinukuha. Then, shrinking job markets. Ayan. So, tougher competition among so many job applicants. And, increasing use of machines which replace manpower. Now, what happens when the wife works abroad? So, ito yung sad reality. May mga, in our society, may mga husband na ayaw nang mag-work. Ayaw nang magbanat ng buto. Once si Mrs. ay ng ibang bansa, nag-DH halimbawa, napabayaan na yung pamilya, na yung bisyo na lang ay yung inaatupag. May mga ganyang cases tayo dito, as based doon sa experience natin. So may mga asawang hindi na nag-apply ng work dahil umaasa na lang doon sa padala ng kanyang misis. Napabayaan na yung mga anak, yung responsibilidad sa bahay, dahil umaasa na lang sa padala. So may mga ganyang cases tayo. Then, ang lagay niyan, ang labas niyan, kawawa yung mga panganay na anak, yung mga nakatatandang anak. Yan. So, sila yung nagtitake in charge doon sa responsibility sa kanyang mga kapatid, sa mga gawaing bahay, lahat-lahat. So, apektado din. So, mas maganda sana, habang nasa ibang bansa si Mrs. ay talagang dapat nag-work pa din ang husband. Sa ganun ay ma-manage ng maayos yung pamilya. So that ends our discussion for this lesson class. I hope you enjoyed it at may natutunan tayo. Thank you and God bless.